Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy DLloyd, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a new series from my channel. And before you guys ask, no, I'm not going to be stopping our Atlanta Hawks franchise, and I'm not going to be stopping our My Career series. But this is going to be something that's going to run along with those. Now, this is going to be a little different from my channel. Still, we're going to be rocking in this MyLeague, but the format is going to be a little bit different. Now, I got this format from my man Flemlo over there at Flemlo Raps. He's another YouTuber, guys. He makes awesome content. I'll probably link his channel in the description below. But like I said, I got this idea from him. Pretty dope idea. And I decided why not bring that to our channel as well. Now, what we're going to do is 14 game season. Now, this is shorter, obviously, than the regular 82 game season. Now, the reason why I went with this is because I typically show about 14 to 15 games in the season anyway, but I simulate a lot of games in between. So if 14 games, I'm allowed to show every single video. You guys know exactly where we're at all times, and we're not simulating anything. So we're typically we're really playing with everybody. We're playing every single game against every single person, and it's definitely going to be a little bit more involved, and you're going to feel it a little bit more, be a little bit more immersed. Now the playoffs are one game, single elimination tournament style. You lose, you're out. So every single playoff game has meaning to it. Every single game during the 14 games has meaning to it as well. So definitely going to be a lot more stressful, I guess, or intense with these shorter games formats, and it allows me to get more seasons in before 2K17 comes out. Now this is going to be a fantasy draft. That's why it's a little bit different. I've never done a fantasy draft on my channel, so we're going to do one here today. Now I do get these sliders that I'm going to be using, and I got these from Shady Mike. I'm looking at my phone right now. We got it from Shady Mike a little bit. I'm using his actual game sliders, and then his franchise sliders, I definitely tweaked them just a little bit because he's using the 82 game season. Ours is going to be 14 game season, so we did tweak them a little bit. But like I said, most part, the only thing we really did with the setup is make things harder on our end. So we made it, well, we actually started with no trades, no existing trades either. So everybody's gonna have the draft picks. Since it's a fantasy draft, everybody gets to start off and nobody gets additional picks. We're playing on 11-minute quarters, and like I said, it's gonna be a little bit harder. So we're playing on superstar difficulty with the slider set. Our contract negotiation difficulty is gonna be up to 75, and our trade negotiation difficulty is up to 60. The CPU re-signing aggressiveness is at 99. The morale difficulty is also at 100. And like I said, this is gonna make things a little bit harder. It's going to be harder to re-sign players. It's going to be harder to trade for players as well. So definitely going to make things a little bit more difficult and a little bit more interesting. Now the player non-financial ambitions factor, that's going to be huge, because now you can't just throw more money at a player and he's going to sign with you. So now all of the things that he wants and all the things he needs is going to play a huge effect on if he signs with your team or not. So that's pretty much the setup. Now obviously you guys probably know from the title of the video, the team we're going to be rocking with for this series is going to be the New York Knicks. I definitely want to bring this team to greatness, and I wanted to play at Madison Square Garden, so that also was a factor. But hey, we're going to go ahead. We're going to try to bring a good team here. Like I said, it's my first time doing fantasy drafts here on my channel, so I'm not sure exactly how it's going to go. I don't even know what pick we have yet, but clearly Stephen Curry is going to the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron James wearing number 34 for the Boston Celtics. Kevin Durant's going to the Trailblazers. Anthony Davis with the Magic. Russell Westbrook's going with the Pistons. James Harden going to the Atlanta Bucks. DeMarcus Cousins going to go with the Warriors. That would actually be a great fit. Kawhi Leonard going with the Hawks. That's a good fit as well. Andre Drummond. Damian Lillard's going to the Nuggets. Karl Anthony Towns went early with the 11th pick. He's going to the Grizzlies. Chris Paul to the Pelicans. Draymond Green to the 76ers. John Wall to the Pacers. Paul George to the Suns. We have a pretty low pick. Kyle Lowry to the Jazz. Blake Griffin to the Nets. DeMar DeRozan going to the Hornets. Kyrie Irving going to the Chicago Bulls. Antetokounmpo's going to the Kings. Klay Thompson to the Rockets. We still have not picked yet. Jimmy Butler's going to the Thunder. Carmelo Anthony is going to LA. And we are finally on the clock. So that took a long time, but we're finally here. And this is the players we have to choose from. Clearly no big time superstar players available, and I'm not sure where I want to go with this pick. Like I said, it's my first time really going through all of this, so I'm not even sure where players typically get drafted at. So if I'm doing a terrible job, please excuse me. And like I said, I really have no idea where I want to go. There's really no, I could go with Andrew Wiggins. That could be a great building piece, going with a young player right away. I'm thinking that's where I might go because nobody really stands out to me, honestly, at this point. That's where we're going to go with. So we're going to build around Wiggins. So Andrew Wiggins is coming to New York. That'll be a pretty good fit too. CJ McCollum, he went pretty early too to the Clippers right before our pick. So let's go ahead and just simulate to our next pick. I just wanted to see where all the big time players went. So this is a serpentine draft. So we're going to go from the bottom to the top to the bottom to the top. We're going to adjust orders every single round. So for the second pick, I'm not sure where I want to go with this one either. I got a small forward already. I might go with Chris Middleton, you guys. I like Chris Middleton. He's young as well, and I like these young players when I play. So I might go with Chris Middleton. I'm thinking that's where I'm gonna go with Chris Middleton. I could go with Porzingis as well. I do like him. But we're gonna go with Chris Middleton. So that's what we're gonna go with for our second pick. So we have our wings already sorted out already. So not bad, not bad. I think our team, I'm not really sure exactly what direction I wanted to go with because this was a fantasy draft. I don't know what kind of players I'm gonna get, but definitely we got a shooter and we got Andrew Wiggins who could slash a little bit. Now for our third pick, Derrick Rose just has that crazy contract, so definitely don't want to go with him. But Jordan Clarkson is there. I definitely like him. I like Jeff Teague. I don't know if I want to go this route or if I want to go with a big man to start off because they have Rudy Gobert right there. That's definitely not a bad pickup at all. 7'1", bring that height to you. And he's on his rookie contract, so he's going to be expensive. Does he have an option left? I don't think so. I don't know if they show you. I don't think they show you their actual contract. So I'm not sure if he has an option or not. It's a tough one. I could definitely go with the point guard there, but point guards are a little easier to pick up on. But I do like Jordan Clarkson. I do know his contract is up at the end of this year too. He has an 81 3, okay, and then an 80 moving shot 3. I'm gonna go with Rudy Gobert. That's what we're gonna go with. We're gonna get us a nice young center, and that's gonna be our building piece. So now for round number 4, Derrick Rose is still available. Jeff Teague is still there as well. Jordan Clarkson is still there, so we're gonna pick him up now. And that's pretty much, we got the players that we wanted. Now we just need a power forward. I don't know if I want to stretch forward, if I want to move up a small forward that could play the 4 position. I'm not really sure. They got Markieff Morris here. Taj Gibson, I do like him a lot in this game. Amir Johnson. Boris Diaw, he'll be able to spread the floor a little bit if we went with him. I'm not sure where I want to go exactly though. They do have Jared Dudley. What is his 3-point rating? A 90. So he'll be a sniper coming off the bench for us if we went with him. I'm not really sure where I want to go. It's crazy. We're going to get a conventional 4-man for now. Do I want to go this way? I don't know if I want to stretch 4 or not. You know what? We're going to go with a stretch 4. Spread the floor out a little bit. You know, the game nowadays is a lot of small ball anyway, so it might not be that bad. And Jared Dudley's still here, so we're going to pick him up off the bench as well and get us a nice shooter, a couple of nice shooters. You can never have too many shooters on your team. So we're already here in round number 7. I'm not sure where we want to go with this pick either. Definitely we could go with Kyle Korver, have him coming off the bench, and our second team is just going to be a bunch of snipers, guys. We go that route. A bunch of snipers coming off the bench. I'm not sure. I could go with Patty Mills at the backup point guard position. Alright, so we're going to go with Kyle Korver. We're going to pick him up. He's going to come off. He's going to be on our second unit. And then hopefully point guard. Let's see who's still available. Patty Mills isn't there no more. But they do have George Hill. Patrick Beverly's up there as well. They got Mo Williams, Ty Lawson. I don't know if I want to go with any of these point guards for now. We might hold off. We might try to pick up another point guard later. Let's see what other players they have available. They have Boris Diaw. He'll be a pretty solid second team power forward as well. Then they have Larry Sanders. I don't even know why he's still in the game, but they have Larry Sanders there too. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to actually go with Boris Diaw. I know he's older, but he could give us a good productive year, or maybe 2 years before he goes. He either gets released or he retires. So now we're going to round number 9. Let's see what we could do with this pick too. They still have George Hill there. They still have Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly is on a little bit of a cheaper contract right now. We need a point guard coming off the bench. Nothing too crazy. I don't know. George Hill, Patrick Beverly, whose defense is a little bit higher. George Hill is a little bit better of a playmaker. That might be where I need to go. We might go with George Hill. We're going to go with George Hill. Might have made the wrong decision, but we're going with George Hill off the bench for our second team. You can go ahead and get a backup center right now. Look at that contract for Tyson Chandler. You can't draft him just off of his contract. Andrew Bogut has a pretty big contract as well. So does Amir Seek. So I don't really know where I want to go with this pick. We go with Aaron Baines, Jermaine O'Neal. Look at these cheap contracts right here. And I might actually go with one of these players just because these contracts are so cheap. Anderson Varejao, that's where we're going to go. Everybody likes Anderson Varejao. We'll go ahead and bring him to the team for I think a couple $100,000. He might make $1 million. It's not that much, whatever it is. Alright, so now we're back here. I think it's our last 2 rounds. So now we're just getting players who probably won't get in the game, but they'll be pretty good to have. KG still available. We have Matt Barnes, Mike Dunleavy. We're going to go with him. We're going to have shooters. You can never have too many shooters. Worst case scenario, grab a shooter on your team. Alright, so now we're in the 12th round, so we do have 2 more picks from here. Did I get another point guard? I don't even know. Is there a way you could check view draft picks? Okay. Yeah, I did go with Hill and I got Clarkson. So I got the 2 point guards. I don't need another one. I might get one later. They have OJ Mayo who's available. He's on that 1-year deal, but that will take off some space later on. We have Barbosa, Jason Richardson still there, Randy Foy. I don't really know where I want to go with this pick. Let's start looking at some young guys. Let's see who is young, who's still available. Can we sort it by age? We can. So we got Tyus Jones available. We could definitely go with Tyus Jones. James Young, Aaron Harrison. They have Dinwiddie who's available too. We'll probably go with, let's go with Tyus Jones. We'll have 1 extra point guard. He's probably not going to play, but we can see how he develops. It's not going to hurt us to have him on the bench as the 12th man. Now our 13th pick really does not matter. Roy Hibbert is still available. That is crazy. In the very last round, that contract $15 million. Nobody's paying that. Nobody's paying. That's why he'll be a free agent. You might be able to pick him up though for cheaper after this draft. We could go with Birdman. He's on a $5 million contract, so let's get someone cheaper. Emeka Okafor was there. Jerome Jordan is there. Let's go with Kendrick Perkins. I like Kendrick Perkins. He's probably not going to play. Hold on, look, that's that big guy, isn't it? We're going to get him. He's 7'5", 360 pounds. That's what we're going with. So that should be it for the draft. I think that's it. So that's it. So we're going to go ahead and exit draft. And we're going to load up some draft class. We're going to go with Wild Blues 2016 version 2 draft class. So like I said, this is 14 game schedule. Let's take a look at our roster before I'm done with this episode. So Andrew Wiggins. We have Rudy Gobert, Chris Middleton, Jordan Clarkson, George Hill. I might change up Andrew Wiggins' number. I don't know. Definitely, what number should we go with? Let's look at here. I don't like number 20 on Wiggins. So definitely probably want to change up his number. I don't know what number I should change it to. Let me know in the comment section below what number should I change it to. They have 16, 14, 13, 11, 9, 8, 5, 4, 2, 0. Let's move up a little bit. They have 21, so why did... Okay. Okay. If you guys want to see a different number, let me know. We'll go with 21 for now. But yeah, that's it for this episode, you guys. Definitely, if you guys are excited for this series, please leave this video a like. It should be interesting, you guys. And these slider set, I played with it a couple times. It's definitely a challenging and a fun slider set. You're gonna see the computer do things that they typically don't do in regular gameplay. So please go ahead and leave this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It's your boy DLloyd. I'm gonna see y'all next time. Peace.